Hello. So a follow-up to my video that I shot earlier today on integrity. And there's something I wanted to throw out there because I had my kids actually watch that video, and we talked a lot about integrity and this idea of doing things always in the way that is meaningful to you. So, I have some kids who will put in a lot of effort into something they're really passionate about, but something that they're not passionate about, they kind of do a half-butt job, right? And I explained to them integrity is saying, no, I'm going to always put my best effort forward and focusing on that. But one thing I wanted to make sure to explain to my kids, and I want to explain here, living your life with integrity and doing the things that are in line with your values and choosing to do the hard thing and not give in to the easy thing or the quick thing doesn't always mean you're going to get the result you want in the moment. You're going to have lots of fall down. You're going to have lots of times where you're seemingly doing everything right and nothing is happening. And that's okay. That whole point of integrity is living in line with your value. It's saying that me being honest about my actions, me putting my health as a primary concern, me doing these things means I do it regardless of the outcome. I will make tweaks over time if things aren't progressing in the right direction, but not every time I do the right thing is the outcome going to be exactly what I want. And that's the difference between intrinsic and extrinsic motivation, right? Intrinsic is I want to feel in line with my values. I want to feel good about my decisions. I want to know that when I say I do something, I do it. If I feel like the only reason for doing anything is for some outcome, right? Something to come in the future. And if it doesn't show up, well, then screw it. I'm not going to do it. That's when we get into trouble. Like, how many times have people stepped on the scale? They don't get the weight goal that they want or the results that they want. And they go, well, this is ridiculous. I might as well eat the cake. Right then, what's happening is a detachment from your values, your integrity, and an external motivation. Whereas if you say, no, I ate really well this week, I tracked my food, I drank my water, I got in my fitness, and yeah, I didn't get the results I want, but I know what I'm doing is the right thing. See the difference there? What I'm doing is the right thing, and I know over time, if I keep plugging away at this, it's generally going to move me in the right direction versus I expect an outcome. And if I don't get the outcome, I don't get the paycheck, I'm not going to do the job anymore. Screw this job, I'm not going to do it. And that's where we run into problems. Health, your well-being, the way you act with your family, your values is not the same thing as a paycheck. It is something you carry with you everywhere and anywhere you go. It's who you are. And you want to really tap into that when you go to step on the scale. Okay, scale's not giving me the results I want today. That's okay. I would do this anyway because it's the right thing to do. Eating well, moving my body, tracking my food, doing these things. And that honestly, when you're thinking about why is it so many people sacrifice their health, is they put so many ridiculous requirements on themselves. And in the amount of work that they have to put in and day out is so painful that unless they're getting some kind of crazy results on the scale, they're not willing to do it. Look at this as a holistic approach that you are going to stick with forever. And ask yourself, what am I willing to do forever? And if you're not willing to eat 1,000 calories a day forever, then don't go there. Start with what you're willing to do. Make sure this is coming from a place of what you want long term, because the scale won't always give you what you want. You're not always going to get the outcome that you think is justified for the effort you're putting in. But if you're choosing to do behaviors you feel good about, that are in line with your integrity, that you know are helpful long term, then you will continue to do it even when the scale doesn't give you the results. And it will be things you can sustain long term. And then again, that's where self-compassion comes in. What are things you're willing to sustain long term? Truly and honestly, not what do you think you should do or what does somebody else do, but what is good for you, and tapping into that. So I hope that helps a little bit. I thought that was an important conversation with my boys. Just because we do the right thing all the time doesn't mean we get the outcome we think we deserve. It means that we still did the right thing. We feel good about ourselves internally, and over time we know we're moving in the right direction, even if we don't get the immediate payout of the result. You guys have a great day. I'll talk to you soon.